What is up, guys? Welcome back to the homestead. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mike. We're on our 9-acre homestead here in Idaho. My wife and I have been building this for about a year, 2 years now. And we are dealing with our hillside today. Let me shut this off so you guys can hear. But we are dealing with our hillside back here. I'll flip the camera around.
This is life.
This is life.
This is life telling you to do it right.
Let's back up. But that's, how high up is that? Is that to block number 5, I think?
Yeah.
So it's 5 blocks high, 7 blocks above it. So it's creeping up.
It's at a really good, density right now for digging. It's not too frozen, but it's also not sinking sand mud. So it's kind of perfect.
For being honest, guys, I've been avoiding this because I'm kind of sketched out about the hillside and everything possibly rolling a chunk into the house. But with it being a little frozen, after the mud that I saw yesterday, I'm willing to risk it because it's getting bad. It is getting bad. So let's get to it.
All right, you guys, the sun has come out, which means the ground is thawing and the mud is coming back out with it, which kind of sucks. We were up really early this morning trying to beat the sun and get the ground while it's still frozen. I can't really drive the tractor on the driveway anymore because it's just so muddy and I don't want to completely destroy it. So Mike has been back behind the house on the excavator. So far he has widened the road up above the house. So he's pushing the dirt back and then he's trying to create a flat spot on the hill directly above the house. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of show you. It'll be a little bit loud, but I'll explain it as best as I can. Okay, you can see he's pushed the road back probably, I don't know, a good 10 feet or so, especially in this area right here. So he's pushing the road back right here, and then he's creating a flat spot down here right above the house. So that's gonna go all the way, probably 10, 15 feet past the shop. And he's pulling the hillside back to give himself quite a bit more room and more room to put this dirt. So this is gonna be a flat spot. It's gonna be kind of tapered, or I guess terraced up, you could say. So flat spot here, another little slope, and then the road. So that's kind of our game plan for right now. Looks like the dirt isn't too terribly frozen, and the sun hasn't completely gotten on it yet to create that mud. So we're thinking here on the first little flat level that he's created, there's gonna be quite a bit of hand digging that we're gonna have to do to get it looking really nice. This is a big excavator and it's not a lot of room to work back here. So there's some stuff that we're just not gonna be able to move with this big machine. Like I said, either we're gonna have to get something smaller in here or just dig a lot out by hand. And we're still waiting for the ground to thaw quite a bit before I can really get the tractor back here and move a bunch of dirt. We're riding over our septic system, which isn't ideal, so we don't want to be going back and forth too terribly much just yet. So right now he's just kind of putting the dirt away where it needs to be before we can get down in there and start digging by hand. But he's gonna create this flat spot and then taper it up and have the road moved completely back. June, sit. June, sit. Shake. Good girl. You guys are crazy. He's knocked out quite a few trees along this here. He's widening the road up there. That's what he's doing right now. Jed, get over here. Jed wants to help him, but he can't. Okay, so we're doing something we're not completely comfortable with. There's some overhangs of dirt right here by the house, but we need to remove them before we can really do too terribly much digging. So I'm gonna guide Mike. He's gonna try to get the bucket as close as he can without hitting the house, obviously. Everything's just a little bit fragile and kind of up in the air right now, which sucks, but we're gonna go for it. At least do what we can right now. So he's gonna hop in the excavator and I'm gonna stay here and kind of guide the bucket for him. You ready? Yeah. Okay. Guys, we're going to take a quick break from today's project. I'd like to thank the sponsor of this portion of today's video, and that's Hone Health.
I bet a lot of you guys didn't know, and myself included, but over the last couple generations, we have seen a substantial decrease in testosterone levels in men. Just from our father's generation, there's a 25% decrease from like him to me. So it's pretty significant. And it can be easy stuff that goes really unnoticed, like maybe you're a little bit tired or you need a couple extra cups of coffee later in the day, whereas in your 20s you didn't really need something like that, or something as simple as not having the motivation to do the stuff that you used to do that used to be enjoyable to you.
The good news is Hone Health is here to help. There are so many misconceptions about testosterone simply being a sex hormone. However, if you optimize your testosterone, you're going to see more energy, better focus, more muscle mass, and an overall better mood. So Hone Health helps men get testing for low testosterone from the comfort of your own home.
It's super easy. Like Liz is saying, you collect your sample and mail it back to the lab. Now, we gotta say, we're not professional doctors, but Hone Health has professional doctors, and they will get in touch with you after your sample is analyzed, and they will come up with a personalized plan based on your biomarkers and your symptoms. And all of these medications are FDA approved.
Order Hone's easy-to-use at-home assessment test to figure out your testosterone levels today.
And for a limited time, our viewers are getting a doctor's consultation and your test results for only $45. There's a link in the description below, or you can head over to www.honehealth.com/LBL to take advantage today. We want to thank Hone Health for sponsoring the portion of today's video. Now, let's get back to it. Okay, next morning on the hillside project here, and I'll get you guys turned around and show you what we got going on. All right, coming around the back side of the house here. It's hard to tell, we picked up a little snow overnight, but I've cut this whole road back into the hillside further, about all the way up to that pile on the left. So we've got that pulled all the way back here. And then what you guys just saw was Liz and I cleaning up this little terrace or flat area, whatever you want to call it. You can see we have it's just not good, basically. Not good. There's a ton of cleanup left to do, and it's just too early in the season to really do anything. Once the sun hits this, it's still pretty much just soup, really slimy, and it's really discouraging being up here when it's like that, because I'm just a little nervous about maybe rolling or having something slip with that big machine on it. So hopefully we can get something going on here soon. Liz and I have come up with a plan that we feel is quite feasible for us here in the spring. What we're trying to do right now is almost just preventative maintenance to keep anything else from falling down in between the hillside and the house, or big chunks trying to slide down. Even though it does look ugly, if you think about the amount of weight and the amount of moisture that we removed from this little key right here, we did do something, So we're hoping that there's some preventative in there. And we do have a plan to build a legitimate retaining wall against this. And I know a lot of people are going to say it's going to be extremely difficult, and you're right, but it's doable, I believe. We've come up with a plan to hold this hillside back and get something going on here. So that's all in the works. That's what's going on here at the homestead. We are hopefully on the transition out of winter, but here we are with just a little bit more snow. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below. Help support the channel, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.